So, Praveen, you've taken me to this very interesting Jain temple at Dalavanur.
Yeah, this is Dalavanur.
In Tamil Nadu.
In Tamil Nadu, India. This is the southernmost state of India. So we don't know if this is a Jain temple.
Yeah.
Or if we don't know if this is a Shiva temple.
Okay.
Because we can see the plaque that says this is a Jain temple, but the locals keep saying, are you going to the Shiva temple?
Oh, okay.
So
that's interesting. So basically what I'm looking at here is boulder upon boulder, and in the lowest, largest granite boulder, we have this beautifully cut area, and I can just see it now. It's got doors put on it, and quite different to the one that shows the oldest kind of megalithic rock cut temple in Tamil Nadu, but this is very, very interesting by the looks of it. Yeah.
What we're going to see is more than 8,000 years old, about 6th century or 7th century AD. So we're looking at maybe 1,300-year-old cave temple. And this is a mysterious structure. Now, we don't know many of the details about the structure. So let's go see what's up there, because we may find something surprising. Is it locked? What's your first impression, Hugh?
Well, it's quite neatly cut, isn't it? It's very good quality, but it's not, it doesn't feel like the sort of ancientness of other sites, but the gate appears to be unlocked. Yep.
Okay, so let's take off our shoes.
Yeah.
And then, there you go. Ooh, can't do that, huh? Okay.
Okay, so this is cut out of solid rock.
Yep.
Beautiful pillars here with a whole kind of roof structure. And that is quite something. Wow. That appears to be a Shiva lingam. Wow. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
That is quite a big one. And it's been decorated, it's still being used.
Yeah.
So we have this remarkable so-called Jain rock temple. Well, that is quite an impressive Shiva lingam. I did not expect to see that here in this rock-cut so-called Jain temple, but I'd really be interested if that is one monolithic piece or it's in different sections. So I know you've done a lot of research on this. I've been watching your videos about this. So should we get in and have a look? Yeah.
Yeah, let me just get some light, because it's really dark. Yeah, how about that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Incredible.
Well, this has got to be at least about 5 feet tall, huh? Be careful. Okay, guys, so this is a little bit bat infested, as you can see, all the bad stuff here, but I'm completely impressed by this giant lingam. See this?
Yes.
This is a solid piece, I think. Let's look at the bottom here.
Let's lift this up. Oh my God. Is that one piece?
What do you think?
I think it is one. I can't tell if there's one or two pieces.
Do you really think this is one piece? It looks like it's been added.
Yeah.
Now look at here.
Yeah, so you think it could be like two or three pieces, but they could just be to hold it together.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think this is one piece. I don't think it's made out of the bedrock. I think this was added.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah, but because look, I mean, you're 6 foot tall, like more than 6 feet. I'm like, what, 5 3/4? But this is a 5 foot tall giant lingam. Probably the diameter is like 1.5 feet. That's pretty good.
It's quite, and it's really nicely kind of polished. You can see it's had loads of liquid poured down it.
Yeah.
All the classic kind of traits.
Yeah, it looks amazing, isn't it? And then you can see the base is probably, what, 5 feet long?
Should we take the sheet off it, do you think? So we can see the whole thing, or some of it at least.
Ooh.
It's got quite amazing carving on it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's crazy, huh? You see? Looks quite different actually. I thought it would have a nice groove for the water to be drained, but doesn't.
Does it?
Cool.
Yeah, that's an unusual find. I did not expect to see that here.
Yeah. I'm going to cover this up.
Yeah. It's kind of being used as a kind of...
Yeah. They do a lot of rituals, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the stuff, and then you can see the top. Oh, there's a dent there. There's a dimple there, huh? Oh, there must have been lots of bats here.
Wow. So this is just quite a treat to see this. Thank you for bringing me here, Praveen.
You're welcome. Let's go outside and see what else we can find.
This is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Wow, that was amazing.
That was pretty cool. Even this here, I mean, just the amount of effort they've gone into just creating this kind of like, almost like an entrance porch.
Exactly.
Before you go into the Shiva temple.
Right.
Again, we have two more guardians.
Right, yeah.
Guardians here and guardians on the outside. They really wanted to guard this Shiva lingam. No, but it's just really impressive how they have so much reverence for the lingam. I mean, I didn't realize it was such a worshipped kind of idol here.
Yeah. Well, you see how this whole thing, the place that we are standing right now, this used to be solid rock. This whole place used to be just one solid rock. So they made like one room like this, and they kind of made like a front porch, and then they made a main chamber, and they put the lingam there. So everything is just like made out of this one rock.
I mean, the size of it as well means that they must have made the lingam inside there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But the base is huge.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it'd fit through the door.
Yeah.
So they would have had to kind of create it when creating the temple. So it doesn't seem, I mean, it depends if it's in separate parts or whether it was originally joined together, but it's quite an impressive one. Yeah, I'm quite blown away.
Yeah. So one more thing I think we completely missed is they have some inscriptions here.
Yes.
On this side, right? But not on this side, which is kind of lopsided, I think. It's not really symmetric. But let's look at the doorkeepers, okay? See what you make of it.
Yeah.
These are called dwarapalakas, right? You see something different about these doorkeepers?
Yeah, they're standing upright and they're shorter. And they're kind of mimicking, they're like mirrored as well. They're not different as such, they're very similar. But they do look a little bit different. The ones at the other temple were just gigantic, kind of almost monster-like doorkeepers, whereas these seem a bit more pleasant. But you do have like certain features here, like this kind of belt thing here coming off, which are it's different on this side.
Do you see what's missing on them?
Have they not got any fangs? No fangs.
No fangs, right? And then, but there's one more thing. These guys are security guards, right? That's what they are. They don't have any weapons. Did you notice that?
Yes, that's true, yeah.
Because, I mean, imagine a cop coming over, but he doesn't carry any weapons. I mean, he wouldn't be very effective, would he? So you can see that these dwarapalakas, they don't have any weapons, and they're not really looking authoritative, right? They look more like they're like smiling at us. That's really different.
Yeah.
That's not what you usually see. And then here, look here.
All right, we've got more door jambs here.
Yeah.
So it looks like there was some kind of door.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Look, on
look.
both sides as well, yeah. Okay.
So you see they made like a nice door jamb here, and then these slots, like these are definitely made for doors.
Yes.
Right, so they must have added some doors.
That's very interesting. And the fact they put modern doors here to protect the site is interesting. They it's because it's a used site, isn't it? I mean, this is clearly being used like today or yesterday. It's something happening here constantly.
Yeah. So let's go outside, right?
Sure.
And then see what else we can find, okay?
What are all these carvings on the floor here?
These were carved in the last century
by
people who wanted to play board games. this is still a... Can you believe that? Yeah, that's modern graffiti. So this game is still popular in India. Yeah, this game is called Dayam. We still play this. And apparently, whoever was here like 50 years ago, they just thought that
this is a good spot to do it. It's out of the sun, flat surface.
It's a good place to play board games. That's what it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. What else? And one more thing, Hugh, and I think you would love this. Let's go outside. Look at this one. What does it remind you of? A Cyridon, no?
It's similar to the Flower of Life, but it's not quite this.
It's not the Flower of Life, huh?
It's almost like a rosette.
Okay.
Of like a Rosicrucian.
Okay.
I find these as well very interesting because all this, it almost looks like Mayan.
Yeah.
It's Mayan look about it. I mean, I've noticed that in a few temples. You have this very specific look, which is kind of reminiscent of the Maya.
Okay.
Which doesn't really make any sense. Or Teotihuacan, maybe, the Teotihuacan culture.
Yeah. See, this one is called a Makara Torana.
Yeah.
In India. The Torana actually means like a decoration at the entrance. We always have some like decorative piece at the entrance, at the doorway. And you see this animal here. It looks like a crocodile, but it's not a crocodile. And you can see the big teeth and the trunk. You see this? This is called Makara. And you can see one on the other side too. So it's so that's why this is called Makara Torana. And see on top.
Yeah.
What's that?
Is that a dwarf?
It's a gnome, isn't it? It's a gnome.
Yeah.
It's called Ganam.
Okay.
In India, it's called Ganam, but you can obviously understand it's so similar to the gnome.
Yeah, but you get that in Maya land. You have dwarf symbology as well. Even in Egypt with Bess.
Yeah.
So to get it here is quite intriguing.
Yeah, and you can see two guys riding this animal. You see?
Yeah.
You can see these guys riding that animal.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is really cool. I don't think once upon a time they had actual doors. I mean, if they did, I would be very surprised. I don't think it would have had doors.
It's like an entrance. Right?
Yeah, it's an entrance. So we're just going to go down and we're going to look at that Dwarapalaka.
Sure.
I'm just going to put the light here. What do you make of it? Like, do you see anything special?
Just the fact that there's no weapons, there's no serpents.
Okay.
It's kind of almost stripped down. It's like a stripped down one. I mean,
he doesn't have any weapons. He's just look, and the weird part is he's kind of showing his hand like this.
Yeah.
Like, come take a look. Like, see what's inside.
Right.
Right.
It's a bit more, bit more welcoming.
Yeah, more welcoming. That's right. And you see this one here. You're gonna love this one.
Oh yeah.
See this?
Yeah. Oh.
What do you tell me? Tell me, how would you do it on granite?
It's like being just scraped, isn't it?
Yeah, tell me, how would you do it on granite? Like, what kind of tool would you use it? Right?
I mean, that just looks like it's been melted.
Yeah.
And just like scooped out.
Yeah. So tell me, like, even, like, let's explain it with, like, modern technology. How would you do it?
Yeah, well, you'd have to have a diamond-tipped something to get through the granite, number one. But what could do that? And then you got to get it up that high. It's not like you're putting it. You're not like you're putting it on a kind of workshop desk and you can like have control over it. This is like up high, difficult position. Yeah. And it looks kind of wonky. It's like,
this looks continuous. You see this?
Continuous. It's wonky. It's not straight. You know.
Look, like I'm sure you guys in England, you guys go to this ice cream shop.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, I want like 1 scoop of vanilla. And he takes that little thing and he just scoops out. You see that?
It just looks
scooped, like one line, right? And he's going to scoop out the ice cream. And that's the technology they've used. Even with diamond tip tools, you can't do it with like 1 scoop. You can't do it with 1 roll. See, they must have had something, or they must have had something really, really advanced to scoop out rock, like how we scoop ice cream. Or they must have softened the granite.
Yes, I mean, there's a debate, isn't there, about sonic technology, and about that being able to kind of like change the vibration of the stone in certain places using special techniques to then soften it enough so then you can manipulate it.
Yeah.
So that's one idea. I mean, there's also like the whole idea of Joseph Davidovitz and geopolymer, which doesn't really make sense here.
Yeah.
It's clearly a wall of granite.
Right.
It's not been reconstructed from anything.
Right.
Or it's just like, a bunch of lightsabers. Star Wars.
Laser technology, huh?
That's what it kind of looks like.
Laser technology. But yeah, this is the stuff that's the evidence of advanced technology.
Yeah.
Right? This is not the stuff you create by like chisel, hammer. You can't do that.
That's like a clue, isn't it? They left us. They kind of left us. It's going to leave this here because show you how we did it, but not quite.
Right. And then you can see the picture. You can see the kind of the photograph, like the passport size photographs of all the people.
Yeah.
What do you make of them?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's quite well cut and created, isn't it? I mean, just to create a circle like that.
Yeah.
Really perfectly, and then carve it out with a relief of a head. Is quite impressive. I mean, all around, I mean, it's just because it's granite. I mean, if it was limestone, you wouldn't ask many questions. You would not ask many questions. If it was made of bricks, you wouldn't ask many questions. But it's granite. This is just a whole different level.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with this kind of stuff, you just can't wash it away as, oh, anyone could do that.
Right.
It's a serious artisan technology.
Right. So what do you think of this place, Hugh? What do you think of the Sathrumalleswaram temple?
This is a pretty cool place, yeah. I'm quite impressed. It's a pity the way they've had to kind of put these doors on and this metal all over it. It's all a bit messy. They could have done a better job. And you can see, I don't know if they're the original steps, obviously worn out. Yeah. So they put these here as well.
Right.
But I think the lingam room, the Shiva lingam room, is fascinating. Just to see that, I've not seen many of the lingams so far, apart from the one at Hampi, really. And a small one in another place, but this is quite an impressive one, and it's just really intriguing to see it in action, people doing things here, like it's revered still, whereas we don't get that so much, with ancient sites in Britain, apart from churches really, and the odd pagan stone circle here and there.
So you can see all these steps are new.
Yeah.
Right? This is just not old, right? So these are old, so see how they cut out of the whole bedrock. This is all old. And then again, you can see that same tool mark there.
Yes. Same kind of scooping of the rock. There's a few examples, aren't there?
Yeah.
It almost has that unfinished look again.
Right.
I mean, I'm just interested in your opinion on this site, Praveen, because you've been to so many sites in India, so many. So I know you came here when you were very young. You just told me this, but what do you make of this in comparison to other sites in southern India?
To create a monolithic temple of this magnitude on solid granite, we are looking at 200,000 tons of rocks being scooped out. That's what we're looking at. To create this, you would have to scoop out 100,000, 200,000, maybe 250,000, 250,000 pounds of rock, pure granite scooped out. You can't do it without advanced technology. I think we are missing a giant piece of the puzzle, right? Because we always read like we had a bunch of people going with chisels and hammers and just scooping this out. I don't think this is possible. I don't think it's possible even today, and I don't think it was possible 1,300 years ago. Okay, so we are missing some technology that existed in ancient times. That's what I think.
Seems like that to me already. Just seeing the few temples I've seen, a few of the sites, it just suddenly blew up. There suddenly was this kind of incredibly artistic technologically advanced culture.
Exactly.
And I just get the sense that the original structures here were older. I mean, it just feels that way. And then they were later kind of added to and increased and kind of worked on by the different cultures in different times. But still, even, you know, right up until the time of the kind of Hindu kind of temples, they were still had the technology. They still had this mastery of working with stone, which is now been lost. We just can't recall. We can't. There's no legacy of it.
Exactly.
You know, there's no one doing this anymore, apart from in, you know, modern societies, modern technological societies.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a real treat to see something like this. You know?
We're looking at the evidence of lost technology. That's what it is. Okay, let's go, Hugh. Right. We got more places to see.
Yes, it's fantastic. So thanks, Praveen.
Hey, you're welcome.
It's always a pleasure to explore with you.
We're gonna go and see one more temple, if you're up to it.
Okay, let's try.